into the month of July we go, and it is now top gear for transfer activity out of the Championship. We've got a lot to talk about as it's another Friday, which means transfer update. Let's go. That's right, folks, back once again with another club-by-club transfer update out in the Championship, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the thumbs up and smash the subscribe and get you bang up to date with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football, all here under one roof. So let's get cracking. We got 24 clubs to look at, and I got at least one rumour for your club. So let's jump into it, boys and girls. And then we're going to start it right here at Barnsley. Yes, that's right, folks. Out in Barnsley, they have a deal that is completed, and we don't know who it is. Well, I'll tell you who it is because that animation came out all botched up. That is Toby Sibic, centre-back from Wimbledon. He's come through the doors for Barnsley, and because I believe, what's his name, Liam Lindsay, formerly of the books of Barnsley, has gone out, so basically a straight replacement. In fact, let's jump back here again a second, and we'll get rid of that stupid fat animation, and we'll jump straight back in there so you can see what the boy's face looks like, because it's a bit harsh teasing you a transfer and having a big fat blob in front of his face. But anyway, let's get looking. There he is. Yeah, Sibic. Toby Sibic from AFC Wimbledon is now a Barnsley player. That deal was done and dusted. And joining him, possibly, is Sam Winnell, the ex-Barnsley man, currently at the books at Sheffield Wednesday, has also been linked with a return back to Oakwell, boys and girls. Will it pan out? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, over at Birmingham City, Pep Clotet is the man in charge over there, and he has been linked at bringing in Pablo Mari, who is a young centre-back, or youngish centre-back, over at Manchester City. He's not getting much game time, if any game time over there, so he could be on his way. And also alongside him is this striker, George Puskas, who's on the books at Palermo. He could be the man leading the line. Obviously, bit of money coming in through the door recently. Che Adams has gone. It's officially done and dusted. He is a Southampton player as well. So not been the greatest window for Birmingham City fans, losing Jota as well as Che Adams as well. And I think there could be some more out the door in the next few weeks as well. Meanwhile, over at Ewood Park, not much going on. Obviously, the boys are out in Austria. But there's a lot of talk this week with this guy coming back to Ewood Park. I haven't reported it so far in one of these transfer update videos. He has been linked with Brentford as well. And I did report that last time out. But this week, it is looking likely and promising and getting better by the day for Sam Gallagher to go to Rovers, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, on the flip side, a player could be going out from Rovers and in the doors at Brentford. That is right, David Raya. Obviously, Brentford losing 2 keepers, I believe, in the summer. And yeah, they've been early, very early in the transfer window. They were knocking on doors for David Raya, but right here, right now, they're on talks, I believe. It's been on Sky Sports and everything. So could he be on his way out? I hope not, because he's a very good young keeper. In fact, it's such a mess, our goalkeeping situation. I don't know where we stand. We offered Lautweiler a new deal. This guy's still in the books. We've got Andy Fisher, youngster. We just signed this lad from Everton. We're also linked with another guy. There's a guy at Leeds training as well. And we're supposed to be getting an experienced keeper in as well. That would be 6 bonkers keepers on the books if all that pans out. But anyway, enough about that. Moving on to the next one. It is down at Bristol City. We have Kieffer Moore, that's right, deadly striker last time out in League One for Barnsley. He's also been mooted to be joining Bristol City this transfer window, but we'll see what happens with that. In fact, Kieffer Moore's been linked with a couple other sides, and we'll see them. You'll see his little face pop up in a couple more clubs. Bits and pieces in a minute. Meanwhile, down at Cardiff City, we have a couple of international kind of players linked with Cardiff. We have this guy, Adrian Tamerzi, and we also have Mabwana Samantana, who I think he's a Zimbabwean international, but Tamerzi coming in from Nice, Samata coming in from Genk out in Belgium. Two, forward-thinking players. I think Tamerzi's a bit more of a defensive midfielder. Samata has been linked with Middlesbrough as well, so we'll see what happens with that, if anything. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, down at the Valley, Charlton Athletic have been linked with this fella. And he goes by the name of Ben Purrington, currently in the books at Rotherham. He plays at left back, according to foothead.com. Don't really know too much about him, but yeah, he obviously was in the Championship last time out, but is now knocking on, well, he's in League One with Rotherham at the moment. Meanwhile, over at Derby, obviously waiting for a new manager to come in, but rumour has it they're after this fella. It goes by the name of Xander Clark, currently in the books at St Johnstone, goalkeeper. It looks like goalkeepers are a hot property this transfer window. A lot of clubs looking for them, whether they are looking for backups or even adding a couple more additions goalkeeping-wise to the books. And it looks like Derby, with or without Frank Lampard, are... because by the time this video goes live, he might be a Chelsea manager. In fact, it could be hot for the press. It could be right now. I don't even know, because it is very early in the morning for me. But Xander Clark linked with Derby. Meanwhile, down at Craven Cottage, a striker seems to be top of the order. Charlie Austin from Southampton has been the latest name linked with a move to Fulham, as has Britt Assombalonga. That's right, currently on the books at Middlesbrough. We were touted, and when I say we, Blackburn Rovers were touted with Assombalonga in the January transfer window, but that never panned out. He's a good striker, definitely at this level, but his wages are more in the lines of Fulham, who have money to burn at the moment. We do not. But I'd love to see Britt Assombalonga rocking the blue and white halves. I think that would be absolutely immense. Meanwhile, as another relegated team comes into to the realisation of Championship football, they also are on the lookout for a goalkeeper, young Aaron Ramsdale, who is currently on the books at AFC Bournemouth. He could be on his way to the Kirklee. That's right. That's the new name for the John Smiths, which is the new name for the McAlpine. Whatever it is. But anyway, down at the KCOM, obviously new manager there as well. Grant McCann looking to bring in one of his boys from Doncaster, Malik Wilkes. Obviously left winger or a winging, attacking forward kind of thinking player. He could be joining McCann at Hull City. Alongside him could be this fella. Again, another name that's been linked with a number of clubs, and you'll see him popping up again quite often throughout the rest of these updates. And that is Jordan Willis, currently on the books at Coventry City. I don't know why Rovers are not linked with this guy. Obviously, the gaffer Mowbray was manager of Coventry City, so he has knowledge of this fella, you know, unless we're just keeping our cards close to our chest. But I'd love it. I'd love a decent rock hard centre back like Jordan Willis. But anyway, moving down to Ellen Road, they're all over the place at the minute, Leeds, with their deals. But they are looking at this guy, Felipe Caicedo, who's currently in the books at Lazio. He's a big time striker as well, looking to lead the line in the new season. Joining him could be Luke Daniels. Like I said, Brentford losing both keepers. Both decent keepers as well, and he could be on his way to Ellen Road. They're looking to bring in some reassurances between stocks. They've already got young Peacock Farrell. They've also got that Casilla fella. I don't know if he's still remaining, or I don't know what that deal was, if it was a loan or if it was a permanent deal. But either way, yeah, they're still looking to bring in another keeper. Meanwhile, down at Kenilworth Road, it's a little bit quiet down there, but they also link with Jordan Willis as well, centre-back. Obviously, they just sold Justin James, or James Justin, I don't know, or which way it goes, but he's off to Leicester City. That deal was done and dusted. Meanwhile, down at the Bora, Jonathan Woodgate coming in, but he's also been very busy out there. He's looking at Pape Sore, currently in the books at Crystal Palace. This would be an immense pickup if it happened. I think he was playing quite regularly, or at least often, last season in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. Also, could be joining him in would be Ryan Kent. Obviously, he's on the books at Liverpool, but he had a tremendous season with Rangers last time out. We were linked with him last season. I don't know if we'll go back in again. I think his valuation has soared since last season. He had it was a bit more of a risky player, but I think he did bits last season up in Scotland, and now he's very sought after across the board in the Championship. And if he takes a chance like this, just like Harvey Wilson and the players that the Chelsea boys and the Leicester lad that came in the Championship last season. Yeah, I think he could do very well next season in the Championship. Meanwhile, down at the Den, they're also after Kieffer Moore. That is Millwall. They're after the striker from Barnsley, who did score a bucket load of goals last time out in the League One. Can he make the switch? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, also joining him could be Luke Daniels, once again, a very sought-after goalkeeper, again, on the books at Brentford. I think 2 or 3 clubs sniffing around him. Meanwhile, down at the Forest, obviously a weird week down there. Martin O'Neill fired, and then a new manager, Lamucci, coming in within 20 minutes of that sacking being announced. They've been linked with this fella from Hull, Kamil Grosicki, left winger, getting on a bit, 30-odd years old, but decent player last time out. It'll be a sore loss for Hull City if he was to go to a rival out in Forest. So also could be joining him is this fella. What is his name? Is Carlos Vincius. Formerly on the books, or currently on the books at AS Monaco. Obviously, Lamucci, ex-Monaco manager, using his connections there wisely. And that would also be a quite a good pickup as well. Decent sort of striker. Not the best, not the fastest, but you know, could offer something different for Notts Forest moving forward. Down deep, Dale the Nobles obviously picked up Patrick Bauer quite recently. Scumbags. They also are looking at this guy, Kinian Davis, currently young striker at the books at Aston Villa. Quite rapid, decent physicality as well. No, I don't know his history. I know he's on the books of Villa, but I don't know what his loan history is like or anything. But again, quite a few Championship clubs sniffing around him, and I think this is the season they are letting him loose in the Championship on loan. And joining him could be, or alternative to him, is James Wilson, obviously formerly on the books of Manchester United. Spent last season on loan at Aberdeen. But yeah, I think he's been released by Manchester United, so he is up for grabs. And he could be on his way down to Deepdale. Moving forward down the Loftus Road, or whatever they call their place this time, QPR. Again, been busy as well, already getting a few deals over the line. Looks like Luke Freeman is on his way out to Sheffield United for a bargain. But they also sniffed at Kinian Davis as well at Aston Villa. Meanwhile, down at the Majewski, not much is going on, but they have got this fella on trial, Denzeli Baudu. He's an Englishman. He's actually on the books at Borussia Dortmund. He's with Reading right now, looking to make a switch to the Majewski this season. Besides that, not much going on for Reading. It's actually, yeah, quite quiet for them. I'm going backwards. Whoa! There we go. Meanwhile, down at Hillsborough, Stevie Bruce is starting to get things together, but I think they're under a small transfer embargo, but they are looking at a couple of players. Jordan Willis, once again, popping his face up everywhere, again at Coventry City, but they're also interested in Lee Catamol, who was on the books at Sunderland. 40k a week he was on, and he was playing in League One last time out. That is absolute insane. Obviously, I don't think Sheffield Wednesday will be paying that, so Lee Catamol obviously needs to come back down to earth a little bit, just like Jack Rodwell did last season for Rovers, or the season before. But either way, yeah, he's free, and he's been perking the ears of Stevie Bruce. Meanwhile, down at Stoke, obviously they completed like 5 deals last week, but they're also still busy looking at this guy, Stephen O'Connell, right back at where is he, at Kilmarnock? Yeah, he's at Kilmarnock. And Darren Randolph, another goalkeeper, quoted at 10 million at Middlesbrough, could be on his way to Stoke. Obviously, they've got Jack Butland, who has been perking a lot of interest out in the Premier League. And it'd be quite balmy to see Jack Butland. Obviously, he was here last season in the Championship. Balmy again if he was to stick around. Career-wise, he needs to make that move. And Randolph could be the replacement coming through the door. Meanwhile, down at the Liberty, new manager down there as well, looking at bringing in Kinian Davis as well. I think there's a lot of clubs looking for young strikers, or any strikers. Strikers are gold dust right now, and that is why if Rovers pick up Gallagher, it would be a big coup. You know, we have young Brereton. This would add fuel to the fire, and we'd have Gallagher, Graham, and Brereton, 3-man forward, plus Dominic Samuel as well coming through. But anyway, that's enough about Rovers. I like to divert. So that's the only link I could find for Swansea. But West Brom, obviously under managerialship of Slaven Bilic, looking at Travis Chabola, spent last season on loan at Ipswich. He's on the books at Chelsea. We've got a whole host of players. And also this fella, Filip Krovnovic, on the books at Benfica, attacking midfielder. This would be a diamond pickup for West Brom. Very, very sought after kind of player as well. Attacking midfielder, they're sort of the number 10, you know, trying to connect the midfield and the forward line. So he could be the man who pulling the strings for West Brom next season. And wrapping it up down at the DW, West Brom also linked with a Benfica player. This fella, Alpha Semedo, and also Ellis Chapman, who is currently on the books at Lincoln. So those two players have been linked with Wigan. I'm not sure where this Benfica business is coming from, but there's rumours that there's some sort of connection or a partnership with some Portuguese people. But hey, we've been down that road. We've been down that road with Stevie Keane and co. Not going to go there. No way. Let's keep it clean, Mowbray. Anyway, folks, that is your latest transfer update. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up and smash the subscribe. Keep your bang out today with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. And if you have your own transfer rumours, get them in the chat section down below. Let me know any links that you've got for me. I'll check them out and I'll feature them next time out. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. It is starting to bubble into the first week of July. Lots to get excited about. I think we're just starting to see some activity in the transfer window properly. I've seen a lot. I went through a lot of clubs' histories this transfer window. A lot of clubs yet to make a signing. Rovers on the flip side just got Downing. We had one Downing in, one Downing out. So the shirt from last season remains. But anyway, until then, I'll see you all very, very soon with another transfer update. But until then, I've got a lot of videos still coming out at the door right here at Blackburn. Until then, ciao for now, boys and girls.